Because I turned my aircon, I forgot to close the windows. Okay. All right. Now, this one is about mixed number. Okay, so just to recap a little, so you know that this one comes with whole number with fraction. We call them mixed number. Let's take a look at this denominator here. They have a different denominator, so we are not able to have a better visual in that, right? Parents cannot see. So what I can do is I'm going to convert them into equivalent fraction. This equivalent fraction is very powerful, and that will help you to compare fraction to fraction easier, okay? So I change the mixed number, 6 wholes and 3/4 into 8s. So I need to multiply by 2 and multiply by 2, that I get 6 out of 8, right? So with 6 out of 8, now I have to fill up my box, right? But this is called a improper fraction. Who knows what is called improper fraction? Who can explain? Maybe I ask. Ivan, you know what is called improper fraction? Yes, Ivan, please help.
So improper fraction is like the numerator is bigger than the denominator.
Great job. Okay. Very clearly explained. Very good. Okay, so meaning to say the numerator has a greater fraction than the denominator. So how to change it into improper fraction? Okay. All right. Gerald, will you be able to help me? What is the answer to this? And why and how?
Okay. First you just, I think you first say you divide 8 with 6, and then after that we must plus it by 3.
Why by 3 leh? There's no 3 in my working. Right? Okay, so let me explain. Now, can I say if I have a 1 whole here, my 1 whole must be 8 out of 8, right now. So what happens if I have 6 wholes here? So I must have a lot of 8 over 8 plus 8 over 8 plus 8 over 8 plus 8 over. So many. So are you going to count that? Don't want. That is very, very, very tiring to add all up. So what I can do to this will be my 8 out of 8, I have to times 8 times. 8 times, that means I must 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. Right? So it's very troublesome. So I just 6 times 8. What does 6 times 8 give you? 48. So 6 times 8, I give you 48 out of. So this is become an improper fraction, as what Ivan just now mentioned. The numerator is greater than the denominator. So on top of that, if you have another 8, 6, 8, so 6 wholes and 6, 8 is actually made up of 6 wholes and 6 out of 8. What else? This one you remain it at 6, 8. Now the 6th whole, I have changed it from here to here. Right? So in total, I add them up. 48 plus 6, that will give me 54. So this is 54 out of 8. So from here, you get 54. All right. So, but I have another way of doing it. All right. There's a shortcut method. What you can do is I use this to multiply. I go up, I plus 6. So what is 6 times 8? 48 plus 6, 54. So straight away, I have a shortcut method. Okay. So write in red. Show this type of arrow. Show the plus. And then after that, 6 times 8. And then 48 plus 6 equals 54. Got it? Which method works good for you? I have 2 methods, right? So let's vote. This is called method 1. You see? This is called method 1. And then this is called method 2, which is very lengthy. But it is good to understand. So, all right, I ask a question in the chat group first, okay? Wait. Where? Where the chat group function. Okay, let's vote. Oh, Ivan say A means what? Method 1, huh? Okay. Then how about Jera? Jera, what would you choose? Which method would you choose?
I like the method 1 because the method 2 I might get confused a bit.
Ah, oh, so method 1 works for you, then you stick to method 1. Okay, all right. Let's go and take a look at the second question. Felicia spent 1/6, okay, of the salary on a skirt. 1/6 of the salary on a skirt. Okay, so the skirt costs $282, and he wants to find the salary. Now, there are two ways you can do it. If you can do it mentally, I mean, not say mentally, without working, without drawing model, it's fine. You just go straight to it. Okay. If not, then you have to draw the salary as 6 units. Okay, let's check. So this is the salary, and I cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is so-called the salary for the whole thing. But he spent only 1/6 of it, which is only here. So I'm going to color this as 1/6. Look here. And this is so-called the 1/6. And this one is spent on skirt. So let's write here skirt. Skirt, right? Do you see the skirt there? And the skirt costs you $282. Okay. So let's check Jera. Jera, can you help me to find out how much is the salary? What must you do? Do you know how to find the salary? Any idea? Do you realize all are of the same size? If you look at it, okay. So can I say this and this all the same size? You see here, all the same. I break them into how many now? How many parts can you see? If you take a look, you see, I erase out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the skirt 6. So you must find 6 units. Can you understand, Jera?
Yes.
Yeah. So how to find 6? How to find 6? Ivan, I see your hands. Can you help Jera with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 286 times 6.
82 times 6, 82. Okay. So this one, cannot go and take calculator and start typing. Don't. Okay. 49. You see, I also need to work out. So you should also do the same. So do you get 1692? Okay. All right, Jera, if you have background noise, you can just turn off your mic. Thank you. Okay. So 1692. I believe Ivan, you got it right, huh? Okay. Next question. Let's take a look at this question. This one is a little bit of how to say thinking skill. Now, you are supposed to arrange them in the ascending order. So for this ascending order means what? Smallest, starting from smallest value to the greatest value. Ascending order. Okay. So this one must be the smallest, then small, medium, large, and extra large. I don't know whether you all have ever attend this comparison or not, the lesson on that. When they have this, I put the SML. What's SML? Small, medium, large. If there are 4 of them, I will say small, medium, large, extra large. Have you all learned this from me before? Who has learned this before? Small, medium, large. That means, Ivan, I have covered in the previous lesson. Jera, have you learned from me before? Small, medium, large, extra large? I did this during other online lesson. Can you
No.
remember or not? Cannot remember. Okay, never mind. All right. So we just look at this 2 whole and 3/4, 2 wholes and 2/5. Okay. Now the reason I'm doing this because I'm comparing the 2 wholes first. This portion here. Okay. Here. So both are 2 wholes, so we cannot actually identify by using the whole number. But I know that I can compare 3/4 and then I can compare 2/5. Okay, so for 3/4, it is more than half, 2/5 is less than half. Okay, so this is my side working here. What do you mean by side working? I am doing working mentally or whatever lah. 3/4 and 2/5. Then you will say that this is greater than half. But 2/5 is smaller than half. Okay, so meaning to say, it is very obvious which one is a greater fraction. All right, so let's ask Jera. Jera, can you tell me which is the, okay, we go for smaller fraction. Which is the smaller fraction for this? So tell me which one is smaller?
1 whole and 1/5.
Oh, no, I'm talking about this, the purple working. Why you go up? Why do you give me the answer straight away? I'm working on these two. You must follow very closely to the lesson. I didn't jump up to the last two yet, Okay. I am still now at 3/4 and 2/5. Have Ivan? Yes, Ivan. I'm just now you were being like kicked out of the meeting. So I have explained this. Since they have a whole number of 2 wholes for each, I cannot compare whole number. So I compare using the fraction of 3/4 and 2/5. So this is my side working. Of course, if you can do it straight in the mental sum in your mind, then that's good. Okay. So for 3/4 and 2/5, I want to compare which one is a smaller fraction. All right, Gerald, can you unmute yourself and tell me which one is a smaller fraction for 3/4 and 2/5? Yes, Ivan. So which one, Ivan? Ivan, are you there? Can you hear me?
Is 2/5.
5 is a smaller one. Very good. So 2/5 is the smaller fraction. Then 2 and 3/4. So I'm going to write this statement. Of course, during exam, you don't need lah, but explain I need lah. So 2/5 is do mental. Then that is better, but must be correct lah. So meaning to say, this one is the smallest already, right? Don't need to say 2 wholes, 2 out of 5 is smaller than 2 wholes, 3 out of 4. Okay? Here, write this one. Then now I am working on this two. Then Gerald, can you help me with this working? Side working, okay, later. 1 and 1/4, you compare 1 and 1/5. Which one is a greater fraction? Yeah, which one is a greater fraction? So if this is a greater fraction, what can I do? 1/4 and 1/5, what can I do? This is a similar whole number. So I compare. So I do my side working here. Right? So for this, my side working, let's take a look. 1/4 compared to 1 out of 5. What can you do now? So tell me, when you versus them, which one is a smaller fraction? Are you able to tell from here? Ivan, can you tell?